All praises to the Most High for another rebuking Sabbath day, man. That's the spirit that we're in right now. Rebuke everything that's going on in Babylon the Great, man. Nothing to be embraced out here. Nothing to be smiling about, man.
That's right.
Everything here is just off, man.
Right.
And people say you're just an angry black man in America.
Right.
Damn right I'm angry.
Right.
Damn right I'm upset.
That's right.
Damn right I'm tired. Feel sorry for the elders, man. Elders who had to work 40 plus years.
Right.
Just to continue to look at this folly and madness.
That's right.
You go from paying $250 in rent to $2,000 in rent. Right? There's nothing good about America, man. And the more that Esau lies to us to try to get us to feel comfortable, the more I hate it here, man.
Right.
Let's get 2nd Esdras 9:1.
2nd Esdras chapter 9 verse 1.
Bring it out.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
So you got to measure the time diligently, man. If you're truly watching and understanding the words of prophecy, give me Revelations 1 and 3. Because the Lord said, blessed are you that hear the words of these prophecies, man. Because we're blessed to understand what's coming in the future, man. The prophets were so-called fortune tellers. They get a vision, they tell what's coming to pass, and it comes to pass, man.
Right.
No.
Revelation 1 verse 3.
Right.
Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
So blessed are you when you read and hear the words of these prophecies, man. Because these other people in the world don't know what's going on. If brothers didn't see, the Bible sales are going crazy in these last days, man. They said Bible sales are up like 900%. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? All is well, man. You can come up. You amongst family, brother. How you doing?
I'm alright.
So we out here to tell the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native
I
Americans.
remember I'm Ephraim and Simeon.
Ephraim and Simeon. Which one is your father?
Dominican.
So you'll be from the tribe of Simeon,
Right.
I'm guessing your mother is so-called Puerto Rican, right? So you are what your father is.
Right.
That's Numbers 1 and 18, right? So you came up here before.
No.
Oh, you haven't. So where did you find out that you were
In New York.
Okay.
3rd Avenue.
3rd Avenue. You know who it was that taught you that you was an Israelite? Okay, all praise to the Most High. Well, what do you remember from what they told you?
I don't remember a lot. I just know I belong to those 2 tribes.
You belong to Simeonite tribe. But you, as a whole, you're an Israelite.
Right.
So when people ask you your nationality, you say, I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Simeon. Right? It's not 2 tribes, you only come from with your father. Let's get that in Numbers 1.
Book of Numbers chapter 1 verse 18.
Bring it out.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the 1st day of the 2nd month.
Right.
And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So you always say your nationality according to what your father is. Right?
Right.
That's the confusion of this world. They try to entangle 2 of them. It's not what that is. You are the seed of what your father is.
Right.
Right? You don't agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I thought you were shaking your head. All right, so what did you learn when you was up there so we can build a foundation to figure out what
They
to
were
do?
showing me this one guy who flies around and he escapes the boat. He take over the whole boat.
He flies
Big
around.
brolic guy. And he was by a boat. Like he escaped everybody. They had a picture of him.
Y'all know. Wait, hold on. Say that again. It's a story in the scripture.
I'm not sure if it's stored in the scripture. They had a picture of this one dude. They were calling him the Almighty God, and it was like these boats, and he was like loose. And he was flying around punching people and stuff like that.
Oh, Okay. Yeah, you talking about the Lord. I got you. I guess it was a depiction of the Lord coming out of chains, but that's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that. Well, essentially what they're trying to tell you is that the Lord is coming back to deliver his people. Right? There's going to be a lot of bloodshed. Yeah, the Lord's going to come back brolic. Because when you see somebody brolic, they come to do damage. Let me get Revelation 19. Right? It started verse number 12.
Book of Revelation chapter 19 verse 12.
Bring it out.
His eyes were as a flame of fire.
Go
And-
started 10.
Verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him.
Right.
And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua.
So this is the angel speaking to John the Revelator saying, I have the testimony and the revelation of the Lord. Right? What the Lord is coming back to truly do. Because when you think of the Lord, excuse me, you thought about this dude right here. That's who everybody always thinks about, especially, you know, in Roman Catholicism. Right? And that's what our Northern Kingdom brothers are heavily into. So John the Revelator is getting the true revelation of what the Lord is coming to do. Right? That big brolic man that they had the illustration of, I'm guessing that was supposed to be the Lord breaking forth from slavery. Right?
Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
So the testimony of the Lord is the spirit of prophecy. Let me get 2 Esdras 15 and start at verse number 2. So everything that's written about the Lord from Genesis all the way to Revelation is true. It's the testimony of prophecy, man. The Lord said we was going to go into slavery on slave ships. It happened that way. The Lord said we were going to forget our nationality. It happened that way. The Lord said that we would be the tail and they would be the head. It happened that way. So everything that's prophesied about the angel in Exodus, right? The Melchizedek in Genesis, the Lord and the Gospels and the Revelation, they all came to pass, and it's true. Right, bring it up, kid.
2 Esdras 15 verse 2. It caused them to be written in paper.
So these are the words of prophecy that are being written in paper. That's how we got the Bibles today. Right before you walked up, we was just saying that the Bible sales are going up 500, 900% by the day. Right? Everybody's losing their mind because they don't know what's happening next. But this is only for those who have eyes to see and the prophets to explain to the people in these last days. Right?
For they are faithful and true.
They are faithful and true.
Fear not the imaginations against thee.
That's cool. But they're faithful and true. So everything that's written in this book is faithful and true. Right? There's no lies at all in this book. Like you can read, what's a book that got Star Wars? Star Wars, was that a book? Yeah, Star Wars, it's a movie and a book, right? It's a book. None of that stuff is true. You don't got big, hairy people shooting at people with laser guns, right? A race of little small lizards guiding you the way you should go. What you saying, kid?
No, it's
Oh, it's a what?
Aesop fables.
Aesop fables. They're fables, man, but this book right here is not a fable. This book is true, and everything that's written in the book is coming to pass. Right, let's go back to Revelation 19.
Revelation chapter 19, verse 11.
Look it out!
And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
So a white horse represents purity, and a horse represents strength. Right? If a horse is coming at you, you're going to get the hell out the way, aren't you? That's how horses were described in the Bible, as strength. So somebody who's coming back is pure and full of strength, right?
And in righteousness he doeth judge and make war.
So the Lord is coming back to make war with the inhabitants of this land for the oppression that happened to the Israelites. Right. If you look at what happened to our people over there in the so-called Dominican Republic, didn't the conquistadors rule over us, make us learn Spanish, rape our women, cut our rods off, make us be subservient to them? Everything they did to us, they did to our brothers in the Northern Kingdom. So the Northern Kingdom is everybody below Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. Right? All the atrocities that happened to us happened to y'all, just with a different dialect. You agree with that, brother?
I agree.
Yeah. So read that part again.
And in righteousness he doeth judge.
So in righteousness he's coming to judge the earth. Right? All the curses that was placed upon us is going to be flipped upon them. Bring that out in Deuteronomy 30.
Deuteronomy 30 verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
Start at verse 5.
Verse 5. And the Lord will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it. And he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers.
So that happened to us. So we went into our land and we multiplied, and we did good. We had gold, we had feast days, we had all the nations coming over to Solomon to get wisdom, right?
And the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart, and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live.
Right.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
So the same way that the Lord judged us for going off, that's the judgment for them.
Right.
The Lord coming back to make war with them. Right? They got to go to slavery on slave ships.
That's right.
Right? How you feel about that, brother? The people, what's your last name, brother?
Padilla.
Padillo. Is that our actual last name or is that their last name?
That's their last.
That's their last name, brother. They put ownership on us. So every ounce of unwickedness that they did to us, they're gonna get double until they're double. How you feel about that? Is that okay with you? Does that make
God's all right with it.
Yeah, guys, that's his judgment.
That's right.
All these curses are gonna be placed upon your enemies and those that hate you. Right? They hate us, brother. They hate us with a passion. When the last time you got offered a $350K job a year?
Never.
I guarantee you, if a white man went in one of these buildings, he walking out smiling and clicking his heels twice in the air.
Right.
Right? That shows you that they hate you, brother. Everything they do is to show you that they look at you as inferior. Right? You think you're inferior to him? Absolutely not. You better than him, man.
Right.
Whole family, you better than all of them.
Right.
Say that again, brother.
I ain't better than him.
Why you not better than him? What makes you not better than him, bro?
Right. Makes you not better.
Please let me know so I can correct you on
Wake him up, all right?
So
Wake
I
him
can
up.
tell you why you a king,
I
bro.
mean,
Right.
standing here with all of y'all, I'm not, you know.
What you mean?
I am, but like, I'm gonna go.
Oh, you talking about him?
He's gonna be here. Yeah.
Oh, no. I was talking about the white dude. I wasn't talking about that,
my
brother.
bad.
Nah, it's all good. We talking about the white dude, brother. We all one and the same.
No, I'm probably more athletic than a lot of them.
Yeah, you more athletic.
That's
Even
right.
when we out of shape, we more athletic than them.
That's
right. We smell better than them.
No better, right.
We look better than them.
Right, straight up.
Look at him. He like an eagle. Oh man, everything we do is better than, brother. Everything. There's not one thing that the heathen can do better than us. Even in wickedness, we excel in, man.
Right.
Everything we do better than the whole world, brother. And just for that fact, the Lord is gonna put those curses upon them again, back upon them. So us coming over here in chains, cargo slave ships, having our heritage stripped from them, that's the same thing that's gonna happen to them.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no more white people in the kingdom.
Right.
Called Idumean, Edomites.
Right. That's right.
Right?
That's like in the future.
That's in the very near future, brother.
Right.
Edomites, the so-called white people. Right? That's their biblical nationality. Let me get that in Genesis. Right? That's a biblical nationality. That they're the Edomites, we're the Israelites, and there's 12 different tribes in Israel. And there's 18 nations that were made on the earth. Right? We're going to stay in Revelation.
Genesis 25 and 23.
Bring it up.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Right, so it's 2 manner of people. Right, remember you all what your father is. So that's Abraham. This is Jacob, his grandson. So you got Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And this is Jacob about to have 2 children. And they're twins, right?
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
So one nation of people is going to be stronger than the other nation, right?
And the elder shall serve the younger.
So the oldest one is going to have to serve the younger one, right? Because you know twins, one is older than the other. They can't both come out the birth canal at the same time.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled,
Right.
behold, there were twins in her womb.
So it's 2 babies, it's twins, 2 separate nations being born.
And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
So the first came out red all over. Who's red all over?
I think certain tribes, like in the Brazilian forest,
Well, are they brown or are they red?
I don't know, they paint themselves red.
Well, this is
and they live
actual
in the woods.
pigment. This is like pigmentation of the skin. Right? Look at them. They're not
I say
actually
black
white.
people are red, color red,
I would say we're more brown.
brown.
Right? The people who actually look. Hey, I want you to turn around. Step to the side real quick, brother. Red.
Right.
First came out red and hairy all over like a hairy garment. So who's the red people on the earth? So-called white people. What? Rednecks, like the brother said.
And they call his name Esau.
His name is Esau.
Right.
Descendants are the Edomites.
Right.
So Esau did all these atrocities to us. So the Lord said, righteousness he doeth judge and make war. So in that judgment to get the same judgment that you did to somebody else,
Right.
an eye for an eye, right? Back in, I don't want brothers to answer, right? We was younger. If your mom said somebody hit you, what you supposed to do?
Hit him back.
Hit them back, bro.
Right.
Everybody, why we know the same thing and we ain't grow up together? Everybody know your mom said somebody hit you, you hit them back. So somebody sent our whole family into slavery, did these atrocities to us. What's the only righteous judgment for them?
Same thing happened.
Same
now.
thing, brother. So in righteousness, he doeth judge and make war, right?
This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 12.
Bring it up.
His eyes were as a flame of fire,
Right.
and on his head were many crowns.
So the Lord's gonna have many crowns on his head. What does it mean when you have a crown on your head?
Probably dug up somebody's grave you wasn't supposed to.
A crown? Like a king? A crown is a symbol of rulership. When you're in charge, he's gonna have many crowns on his head. I mean, he's gonna take down all these so-called top countries and rulerships that are upon this earth. Right? Nobody gonna be thinking about China as rulership anymore. Because the Lord gonna be the rulership. Ain't nobody gonna think about America anymore as top rulership. Because who's gonna be rulership? The Lord's gonna be rulership. It's gonna be his earth, brother. Mind you, he's coming to judge and make war.
Right.
So if you make war with a country and you take them over, that's your country now.
Right.
Right? What's a great general this world is saying? Napoleon Bonaparte, right, for France. He went around taking thousands of countries. Right? And it's the same thing the Lord gonna do.
Right.
How you feel about that, brother? It seems like it's a little, might be a lot for you.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, but I understand.
Sure? All right. You got any questions about it? Okay. All right. So what else did you learn when you ran into that camp on 3rd Street?
They gave out a flyer.
Okay.
I can't remember what was on the flyer.
Okay. Well, we're going to give you a flyer too, brother.
I'll take a flyer.
Yeah, we definitely going to give you a flyer. But we're going to give you some commandments, though. That
Right.
you got to keep. What's your name, brother?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. Right? We're going to give you some commandments that you got to keep, man. You know what Emmanuel means? God is with us. Yeah. Right? That's exactly what it means, brother. And God is with the Israelites.
Right.
Right? And no other. Give me John 2:27.
Huh.
That's exactly what it means, man.
Right.
Like your parents was on to something, man.
See that?
It's the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27.
Bring it up.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God.
So the Lord is in the midst of Israel. He's telling you, I'm the Lord your God through the prophet Joel and what?
I'm the Lord your God, and none else.
No, he's everybody's God.
And
none else.
So the Lord's only dealing with us, Emmanuel. Because God is with us. Literally. Literally. That's why we're the only ones to understand prophecy. You ever open the Bible and was able to understand it?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's hard though.
Like in the beginning, it said whoever killed Abel was when God cursed him. He said someone else was gonna get him or something like that.
Yeah.
And they say there was no like other people out there during the Garden of Eden.
Right. So pretty much it's saying if somebody were to exact vengeance on him, the Lord had exacted threefold on him. Right? So it had to be other people on the earth. Right? It wasn't just 4 people who populated the earth. It was millions of people on the earth at that time. Right? And that's just the lies that Christianity teaches. It's 2 naked white people and they made us. Right? But that just goes to show you, to my point, that only the Israelites can understand the Bible. Only the Israelites are able to break the Bible down. Let me get Amos 2, verse number 8.
Amos 2, verse 8. And they lay themselves down upon the...
16.
Verse 16. And he that is courageous among the mighty shall flee away naked in that day, saith the Lord.
That's not right, but it's all good.
Bring it out.
Yeah, start at 11. Read 11.
The book of Amos, chapter 2, verse 11.
That's right.
And I raised you up, and I raised up your Salakia, and I raised up of your sons for prophets.
So the sons of Israel are only the prophets. Right? They are the only ones who are able to break down the scriptures, only the ones to give the sense and interpretation of the scriptures. Right? So everybody else is going to lead you to and from the laws. So when you get this flyer, brother, you got to take hold of this flyer. And
Right.
really watch it.
Take it
Understand it. Right? You got a smartphone on you?
And I don't got no internet.
That's all good. That's all good. When you get internet, I want you to scan the flyer as well. Right? We got a QR code. So you can't lose that
It
flyer.
doesn't work. Like it's the government from the vortex.
Okay, I got you. That's all good. Well, you got YouTube on it?
It's like all my data.
Oh, okay. It's all good.
I'm not gonna lose the
We're gonna get you some commandments.
Book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 3. Thou shalt not have any other gods before me.
So that's a commandment right there, right? You should have no other gods before the Lord, right? Not money, not women, not Buddha, not white Jesus, only the Lord God of Israel, right?
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
So you can't make anything a God that you worship, right? You don't do that, do you? You don't have anything that you worship. You don't worship shoes or nothing. TV, radio. What about a cross? You worship the cross? Okay, all right. Just making sure, right?
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
Right, so that would be the first commandment of the 10. You can't have any other gods before you, right? If you do that, that would be called a sin, right? Breaking the commandments of the Lord is a sin, right? And once you bring forth sin, it brings forth death. So anything that you do that's contrary to the laws of God will bring forth your death, man. It's just what it is. Any sin that you commit, you get closer to the Lord, cut you off. Right? It's like a credit card. You keep swiping and swiping and swiping. Eventually it's gonna max out. You can't spend it no more.
Verse 8, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So the Lord said to remember the Sabbath. Right? What day is the Sabbath? Today. Right? Today's the Sabbath. So what can't you do on the Sabbath? Let's find out.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So you got 6 days to do all your work. Right? So from Sunday all the way to Friday, you can do all that you need to do. Wash clothes, cook, go to work. You got a job, brother? Okay. What you do in your spare time? What you like to do?
I'm in a program.
Okay.
It's supposed to be in the office there. And I live with 2 other people.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. Now that's all good. Or you do go to the store and buy yourself stuff. You got 6 days to buy yourself stuff, pay your bills, do all you need to do. What?
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So today's the Sabbath, right? You said.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
So on the Sabbath, you're supposed to be here with us, Emmanuel. You're supposed to be here with us, building up, learning, reading,
I'll
studying.
come out next Saturday.
Say it again.
I'll come out next Saturday.
All praise to the Most High, right? And we got a school, brother. We got a school you can come and learn that, right? So next Saturday, you're supposed to be here, right? Here with fringes. You know what fringes are? Let's get the brother's fringes. Get numbers.
It's the book of Numbers,
So
chapter
next
15.
time you come out here, you gotta have some fringes, brother. Right? You look like you could probably wear my size. I got clothes that I can get you,
What's
brother.
fringes? Oh,
That's-
that.
Yeah, those are fringes right there. Right? We're gonna read out the scriptures.
Numbers 15, verse 38.
Bring it out!
Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make the fringes in the borders of their garments.
Right? So you gotta have fringes in the borders of your garment.
Right.
Look at all the mighty brothers around here, they all got fringes. Right? Not one brother up here don't have fringes. Right, go ahead and point the brother out. Who you think might not have fringes? Go ahead and point the brother out, brother. Point him out, brother.
out.
Just try it. Look. What you got on? Show him. See? Put brothers on the spot. See? You point out. Look, the young brother. Look, he got him hanging out. Look, everybody. Now, what you got on, brother? See? He doubled up with fringes, man. Everybody got fringes on out here.
Come on. Throughout of their garments, throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So you got to have a blue ribbon upon those fringes.
Right!
A blue ribbon signifies royalty, right? Blue was a difficult thing to get in the ancient world, right? And that's what Israel is. We're princes of the power. We're princes of the Lord, literally, right? We're joint heirs with the Lord when it comes to getting this kingdom. So we should be wearing royalty, royal colors. That's why we got blue on.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe,
Right.
that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them.
So it's a physical reminder to keep the commandments, right? Because it's the Sabbath day. Say like you want to go out and buy something. You look upon your fringes and say, you know what, I can't buy nothing.
Right!
It's like a calendar. You know, you got a calendar in your house. You look at the calendar, you know what date it is. Or something important's coming up. That's the same thing with these fringes. Physical reminder to know to keep the commandments. Because if you break the commandments, it's a what? Sin. What does sin bring forth? Hell. It brings forth death. Right? It's just like that. It's like riding a bike, man. I break the commandments, boom, I might get put to death. I break the commandments, boom, what may happen? You might get put to death.
Right.
That's why you gotta walk on eggshells when it comes to keeping these commandments, brother. That's why you gotta be around brothers to know how to keep the commandments. Now let's get some more commandments. Let's get Leviticus 11.
The book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7.
Look at those.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So swine is pig, right? So it doesn't digest its food, it's unclean to it, right?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
So you can't eat anything that comes from a pig, right? Ham, bacon, pork, sausage. Right. You can't eat those things, brother.
Right!
Like pepperoni? Well, from this day forward, you gotta hate pepperoni. You gotta despise pepperoni, unless it's turkey pepperoni. Anything that comes from a pig, you can't eat.
Right.
Not because we said so, but because God said so, right? Can you do that for the Lord, brother? I know you can do that for the Lord, man. Of course you can. But we got some ham sandwiches over here. You want one? You don't want a ham sandwich? Why not, brother? There we go, brother.
That's right.
All praise to the Most High. No more Domino's pizza with bacon on it. Right. No more Domino's pizza with pepperoni. Right. What else? Shacaronis, sausage, meat lovers, pork rinds. You like pork rinds? You can't eat none of those things that come from a pig, brother. From this day forward, right? And what's going to stop you from doing it? Wearing what?
I can't remember the name.
You was about to say it. Go ahead and say it, brother. Nah. Fringes. So what's going to stop you from eating pork? There you go, brother.
And their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Right?
These shall you eat of all that are in the waters.
So now we go into the waters, right? Everything that comes out the water isn't food, right? Like everything you find on the ground isn't food.
Right.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So what can we eat that comes out the waters, Emmanuel? What can we eat that comes out the fish? But it has to have what? One more time, please.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So what's it gotta have?
You got a scale on it.
You gotta have fins and scales, right?
So shrimp is no good?
Well, let's find out.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, and all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So anything that have fins and scales is an abomination. You know what an abomination is? Something detestable, disgusting. Something you don't even want to look at.
Right!
So can we eat shrimp? Why can't we eat shrimp?
Because I have fins or scales.
There you go,
Right.
brother. So you like shrimp, don't you? I know you like shrimp, brother. You do. It's okay. But from this day forward, you gotta hate it.
Right!
Detestable. It's an abomination to you.
Right!
Nothing good to your body. It's a bottom feeder, right? Elder, you ever seen shrimp in a fish tank?
Yeah.
What does it do to the fish tank?
Clean it.
They clean it. Right! Would you eat anything out of vacuum cleaner? That's the same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
know what you're talking about,
Absolutely. So you can't eat from out of the vacuum cleaner, brother. Right? And those are vacuum cleaners of the water. No shrimp, no crabs, no lobster, no catfish,
Right.
no crawfish, no alligator.
Right.
What else? Mussels, calamari, anything that comes from red lobster. You shouldn't even look at red lobster.
Right.
That's why the Most High closing them down.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You sure? They ain't sound too confident, brother. You gotta say it again.
I can do that.
All praises to the Most High.
Right.
Right? Let me get Psalms 138. And go to verse number 3. Brother said earlier.
Psalm 138 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
In the day when I cry, thou answerest me.
So when you cry out unto the Lord is going to answer you. Right? He's going to give you the understanding. He's going to help you to develop and to be an Israelite man. Right? No more Hispanic, brother. You an Israelite. Right? You got your nationality. You have an identity in this world. Right? You have something to hold fast to your heart. Right? When all these brothers found out they were Israelite, they changed their ways.
Right.
All that weed smoking, excessive drinking, laying down with women, robbing brothers, fighting brothers, being a whoremonger, all that went out the window, brothers. We dedicated our life to serving the Lord.
Right.
And that's why we out here in this cold weather on December what? 15th? 14th? December 14th to teach our people who we are, to teach our people to repent, to teach our people to come away from the ways of this world. That's why the first verse we started out with was 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. Measure the time diligently. Because we coming to the end of this life, brother. The end of this world that we know is coming to an end.
Right.
This rulership is coming to an end. So either you get down with the left-hand side that's going to be destroyed, or you get down with the right-hand side. The side that's seeking and searching for salvation so that we can get our kingdom. Right? So what's your nationality, brother?
Israelite.
Israelite. For what tribe, brother?
Simeon.
Simeon.
Right.
Why you from the tribe of Simeon? Because what?
Huh?
I said, why you from the tribe of Simeon?
That's where my dad was from.
There you go, brother. All praises to the Most High. Before you go, bro, I'm gonna give you a flyer. We got this shrimp pole boards. You want it? You want a shrimp pole board?
No, I don't know what that is.
Shrimp Alfredo, my bad. You sure? Lobster, mince, crab cakes, turkey burger. Oh, you don't want turkey burger? Yeah, you can have a turkey burger. It's okay. There you go. So remember, don't lose that, brother. On the back, it's a QR code. You can get online and look at the YouTube channels and everything.
That's Wilson Chin, right?
It might be. I'm not too sure. You want to look that up? What's his name? Wilson Chim? It might be. I'm not too sure. But nonetheless, brother, we the Israelites.
Right.
God chosen people.
And the address to the school on it.
Anything else? Yeah, that is Wilson Chim. I never knew that.
I want to see it.
No, you put change. But brother, we're gonna keep going with it. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. We're gonna keep going with the lesson. You're more than welcome to stay up here. It's family, brother. You don't gotta leave.
That's right.
Okay. All right. So next Saturday we out here at 12, brother.
I'll be here.
All right, man. You be safe, brother. Shalom. All praise to the Most High, man. It's good to get humble brothers who hungry, man. Before you leave, brother, take this flyer with you. Take this flyer. So we out here to tell our people who we are according to the Bible. If I was to ask you your nationality, what would you tell them?
I'm American black.
American black. Now, do you think that you're actually a black man? Is that something that you associate yourself with, brother?
Black is made up.
Black is made up. That's exactly correct.
Race is made up. Race was made up.
Well, that's subjectory, but according to the Bible, we wouldn't be black people.
Right.
Black is the color of your pants. And what color is your skin?
Brown.
Right. So what's our nationality, brother? Who are we? As a whole race of people. That's a beautiful family right there,
Yes,
right?
it is.
So if your daughters were to ask you, Dad, what's our nationality? What would you tell them?
I always tell my kids that we are African descendants.
African descendants.
Yes.
You know, African
Thing
is
for
the
us.
name of a white man.
You know, part of our what we do is for
You know that?
Nah.
Leos, gets Africanus. We conquered that land that we know as Africa, right? So what these white people do, as we speak, they conquer lands and name them after themselves. That's how you got Baltimore,
Right.
New York. They name it after themselves. So according to the Bible, God's chosen people are the Israelites.
Right.
And the Israelites, I know you try to be on the move. I'm gonna give you 2 verses, brother. So the Israelites went through certain curses to identify who they are in these last days.
Right.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15 to go to verse 46. So this is Moses speaking to the Israelites. What is Moses known for doing, brother? What's his famous words to Pharaoh? Let my what?
People go.
Let my people go. So what were the Israelites doing in Egypt?
hard for her to know, like.
Then you gotta say, let my people go.
They were slaves.
They were slaves. So this is after they got set forth out of slavery, right?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46.
Bring it out.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So these curses that the Lord put upon his chosen people will be for a sign, right? We know that's Nike on your chest because the check marks, right? The golden arches, we know that's where? McDonald's. So they're upon our seed and us forever to show who his chosen people are.
Right.
So how did we get to this land called America?
No, we were slaves. We were brought over.
By what means of transportation?
Hell, shit.
Let's read out the Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Lord said he's going to bring his chosen people back into Egypt. And we just left out of Egypt when we were what? We were slaves. So if he's going to bring us back into Egypt, what does that mean? He's going to bring us back into what?
Freedom.
Well, we wasn't free in Egypt. We were what?
We were slaves.
So if he's bringing us back into Egypt, he's bringing us back into what?
That's slavery.
Slavery.
Right.
So start from the top. He's going to read it verbatim, and we're going to switch Egypt for slavery.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into slavery again as a whole, his chosen people.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
The only people as a whole to ever go into slavery on ships is who? Who's that, brother?
Black people.
So-called black people,
So-called black people.
Native Americans.
Yep.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So this is Moses speaking. Moses is nowhere near this time period we living in today, right?
Thou shalt see it no more again.
We haven't seen our homeland since. We say Africa, but you don't look like an African, brother.
Right.
You don't act like an African. You're
Not
not
at all.
accepted by African because we're not Africans. Right.
And there
Once we got off them slave ships like that,
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
we got sold to our enemies. Only your enemies would do such things to you, brother. Contrary to the late 70s and 80s thinking that everybody's one, they hated our guts. They still do. You're sold to your enemies. That's why your last name is probably Jackson, Johnson, Brown, Williams, Miller. I might have said it.
Yep, Smith.
Smith. See?
You ain't saying.
I ain't saying, but it was close.
Hey, I gotta go, man.
All right, brother, you would be an Israelite. God's chosen people. Check out that flyer when you get a chance.
All right.
All praise to the Lord. Right? Stop for a second. All praise to the Most High. Right? We gotta start saying Smith now.
Right.
Shoot, that's what we need to put on the flyer. Common last names. Right, let's go back to second head. Man, I tell you, man, this is hell being out here, man. I can't wait for the day when we finally figure out what rest is.
Right.
Sleep is nothing but a quick blink.
Right.
When you back at work, man. I feel like I work more than I see my family.
Right.
You feel like, yeah, you do.
You do.
And then you get home, you so tired you can't even really enjoy it. man.
Right.
This is not living right here.
Right.
Right? Let's get back to it.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Nah.
Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So we're starting to see the Most High come and visit the world that he made, man. We see the condition of people. We see that the CEO just got shot in broad daylight in New York, man. Right? We're going to start seeing things that we never could imagine.
Right.
We're going to start seeing things that you only see in movies.
Right.
Then World War Z. Right? You're going to see damn seditions of people. Let's bring that out in second edges. You can go to 16. Right? Because the Lord said, woe be unto Babylon. Death and destruction to Babylon, man. Right? It's so many UFO sightings, they can't even keep count now. Right? I just seen one on Twitter. It was a big orange like globe in the sky.
Right.
You seen that joint? That joint was at least like 50 feet wide, man.
It looked like the sun.
Yeah, it looked like the sun. And it was pitch black outside. That joint moved across the sky and vanished. What they saying is orbs and drones.
Right. Come on.
Right? Trying to smooth say the people, man.
Right.
The Lord is coming to visit this earth that he made. Right, bring that up, King.
Second Esdras 16 verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon, and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt, and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
For the destruction is at hand, man.
Right.
It's not going to be any more hugs and kisses and Christmas, man. I pray that we don't even get to see Christmas.
Right.
The Lord said that we're supposed to pray that our flight is not in the winter. But man, if I can see these white people crying and screaming because they can't celebrate Christmas, I'll take that on the chin. Right. But I can't stand the mirth when I see our oppressors happy, man. I can't stand to see our oppressors smile in our face. And you know the first thing they say to you? Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. While I'm making $1.25 an hour trying to feed my family, man. Ain't nothing merry about that. Ain't nothing I want to be happy for and sing. I'm not singing about barely being able to put food on the table. Barely being able to pay my bills. And then my job threatened to fire me because I asked for more money. How is anything merry about this, man? Right? Keep going with that in 2 Esdras 16. That's the reality for most Israelites in America. That's the reality for most Israelites in Europe, man. We all out here struggling, man. And even if you are well off, man, you got some type of ailment. Hypertension is crazy in our communities, man. They have diabetes, cancer, all these illnesses that was made in a laboratory and put in our food and injected, and they want to tell us Merry Christmas, man. Damn right we angry so-called black men in America, man. Because everything you do is to destroy our people, man.
Everything.
A sword is set upon you.
A sword is set upon the house of the thief. You got homosexuals with babies, man. The sword is set upon this land, man. This land of confusion, this vile place.
And who may turn it back?
Ain't nobody turned away the destruction that's coming, man. COVID was just the beginning. COVID was a blink. Right? COVID was, like the brother said, a test, man. See how people react when all hell breaks loose. Wait until the lights don't turn on no more. Wait until you can't see your left hand for your right hand. Right? Because if these street lights turn out, you can't see a damn thing. Them backup generators only last for a couple days. Right? This might have been like 2004, 2005. We was in New York, right? And there was that big old blackout. It was that great New York blackout, right? A brother can look that up. I can't remember. What year was that?
2002.
It was 2002, right? It was a New York blackout, man. You know what I mean? People died in that blackout. Thousands of people died. It was only but 2 days, man. 2 days the lights was out in New York and thousands of people died. Imagine when they don't come back on. Woo! Sister, you got to separate from him.
A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, And what is he that may drive them away?
So these plagues are going to be sent forth. There's so many different diseases that are coming out to this day, man. They got a disease that's a respiratory disease that only affects teenagers. And like 500 teenagers died in the past 2 weeks. That's
crazy.
Where the hell did that even come from, man?
Right.
They talking about Ebola's coming back. Right. They talking about the West Nile virus is coming back. When the hell have you ever seen mosquitoes in the wintertime?
Right.
That's a summertime bug,
That's
if I'm
right.
not mistaken. How the hell is West Nile spreading across America when it's cold as hell? It's not because this is biological warfare that Esau is doing on our people, man.
Teach, huh?
This biological warfare is something that Jake ain't used to, man. If Jake ain't turning up, then they don't know what to do, man.
Right.
They not chasing ass, they don't know what to do.
Straight
They
up.
not rolling
Right.
up a blunt. Look, they over there cheering and they don't know what to do.
Right.
Let somebody who on that stage over there happen to walk off abruptly. They gonna be sitting there in confusion.
Right.
They gonna be like, I brought my family out here. What am I supposed to do now?
Right.
And that's the mind frame of our people, man. We really sheep, man. We follow that light wherever it go, man.
Right.
And those who are the elect, they gonna hear that voice.
That's right.
Saying this is the way, and you gonna follow that voice, man. 2/3 is a lot of people.
Right.
That's a lot of people, man.
Right.
It's 3 of us right here. 2 of us wouldn't make it. And we really be brother.
May any man drive away any hungry lion in the woods,
Right?
or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when they have begun to burn. May one turn against the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues.
Who sends the plagues?
The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues.
There's nothing you can do when the Lord has that arrow on your head, that dot. There's nothing you can do. There's no running. There's no hiding. There's no making a truce. There's no paying for protection. When the Lord calls your number, it's time to get called.
Right.
The Lord sends these plagues. The Lord sends the confusion upon our people. He sends the dismay of our people to think and believe a lie. Right? Hold on. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Brother with the pink. How you doing?
Give me the words of the Lord, brother.
Right. Hear the words of the Lord, brother.
That's the confusion and dismay of our people, man.
Right.
Brother, damn the size of Russell Westbrook dressed like that, man.
Right.
Keep going, brother.
The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Right?
A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?
So the fire that's coming from the Lord, who's going to quench it? Let me get her back. Who's going to quench that fire, man? Right? A fire is a cleansing agent.
Right.
The only cleansing agent that truly purifies and gets rid of everything, man.
Right.
You look under a microscope, I'm not sure if brothers be seeing these little YouTube clips. They get like dogs and cats spit, and they look at it under a microscope. Then they try to clean it off. Right? Water only does just wash it to somewhere else.
Right.
Fire eliminates that problem, man.
Right.
Fire gets rid of all that infirmity and it purifies it, like the brother said. All the things that you can't get rid of. And that's why the Lord is coming back with a fire.
Right.
That's why the Lord is coming to burn up all the disgusting idols of this land, all the wickedness of this land. They get burnt up, man. Bring that up.
Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
Yahweh came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran. Selah, his glory covered the heavens.
So the glory of the Lord is going to cover the heavens, man.
Right.
All the chariots, all the angels, all the hundreds of millions coming back to deliver his elect, right?
And the earth was full of his praise,
Right?
and his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand.
So the Lord has horns coming out of his hand, right? That's not actual shooting horns out your hand.
Right.
That's power and destruction that he's going to be sending forth.
Right.
Where he's going to come into the house of the thief, man. Babylon's going to be one of the first nations to go when all hell breaks loose.
Right.
They're going to see the chariots of the Lord. They're going to see the bombs coming. It's like you're not going to know what to do. It's like you're getting jumped.
Right.
Right? You got fists, feet, elbows, everything coming from which way. You only got but 2 hands.
Right.
You can't block them off. Right? What Israel got the iron shield or the iron dome? Right, they say it blocks 99% of the missile shot. Right, ain't no Iron Dome stopping the Lord. Right. The magic wand, you know, ain't nothing gonna stop it, man. That's gonna be an ugly and brutal day, man.
He had horns coming out of his hand.
David Sling.
And there was the hiding of his power.
That was the hiding of his powers, man. Right, when them chariots come, right, they call it a mothership. It's a fathership, man. Right? The Lord is a man of war, man. When he comes and he shows forth his power, ain't nobody gonna know what to do, man. When you see those missiles and whatever type of instruments the Lord has of war, it's gonna blow people's minds. Literally, man. When you're gonna melt, right?
Before him went the pestilence and burning coals.
We just read about the pestilence that was sent forth. Right? So before the Lord comes, it's going to be pestilence. Even right before he comes, it's going to be pestilence. And the burning coal, man.
And burning coals went forth at his feet. He stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations. And the everlasting mountains were scattered. The perpetual hills did bow.
So all the nations that are supposed to be standing forever, man. Russia don't think it's ever going to fall. Chiefly, America don't think it's ever going to fall. Right? America is only 258 years old, something around 260 years old. Right? Let us tell one of these Edomites America's about to go. Not my home of the brave. Right? Not my red, white, and blue. Right? They're so proud they don't understand that this is a ticking time bomb. Right? All these nations and people we looking at are dead people walking. Right? God. Literally, these are dead people walking. Right? There's nothing that's going to stop them from being put to death in this land. Come up here, brother, and get this word. All right, keep going, King.
The perpetual hills did bow.
You know America about to be destroyed? You know America about to be destroyed?
Talk to you.
Right, Esau don't want to hear that, man. I'm here with my Moabite wife. Leave me alone. Esau don't even want their own women, man. You know what I'm saying? They hate their women. Man. They go after animals before their women. Keep going.
His ways are everlasting. I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction, and the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. Was Yahweh displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers?
So the Lord is going to do so much damage and destruction to America. It's going to look like he was mad at the water, man. It's going to look like he just wanted to destroy every ounce of water in Babylon the Great. Right, you got the Great Lakes. Right, the Great Lakes, they say, can fill up an ocean. Right up there in the Midwest. All that destruction that's coming, the Lord is looking like he's displeased with the trees and the river, man. If you put that into perspective, you better get your act right, man. That's right. Israel, who knows that the Israel better get their act right, man. Right. The Lord is not somebody to play with, man. And he's not a man that he should lie. Right.
Was thy wrath against the sea, that thou didst ride upon thy horses and thy chariots of salvation?
Hold on, kid. Hold on, brother. Come get 2 precepts. 2 precepts, brother. Come on, brother. You already up here, brother.
Come on, brother.
Already here. Come on up, man. Right up here. We got the posters up here, brother. I want you to look at this poster and pinpoint yourself. You too, sister. Y'all amongst family. We up here to teach y'all. I want you to pinpoint exactly where you see yourself on that poster right there. So on your left-hand side is what the world calls. Where you see yourself at? American Black. This brother's going to show you exactly who you are according to Allah.